What is up, guys? TRayALLDay here, and welcome to my first ever FIFA 15 video that is actually gameplay of FIFA 15, the full version, not the demo, anything like that. And we're going to be doing a career mode with Fulham. That is the team you guys decided. I did an announcement video yesterday that went down extremely well. I gotta thank you guys a ton for that. Like, I got 17 likes in one day, and I'm pretty sure that's a new record for me. Oh, and over 150 views, so that is definitely a new record for me. Gotta thank you guys so much. I gained like 50 subscribers over the last 2 days, and honestly, it's just awesome. So thank you guys for that. Anyway, like I said, we're starting off with Fulham, so we do have some new things in career mode. If you missed that right there, it just went through it. They do actually have a new scouting system where your assistant manager tells you what positions you need, and it actually told me I need a new goalkeeper, and it went through different players that they think would be good for us, and a lot of them are very unrealistic. Like, they had David De Gea, they had Santi Cazorla, so I don't really understand what that's all about. But either way, this is the team that they gave us. I assume it's from their last starting game, but either way, that's not going to be the starting lineup I'm going to rock with. I mean, they have 4 center backs playing at the back. That's pretty dumb. They have a left back playing left mid. Granted, he can play left mid in real life, but a right back at right mid as well. But this is the team I'm going to rock with. I know a lot of people don't like 3-5-2s, but we have a lot of players that can play center back, but we also have a lot of players that can play right back. But some of those right backs can play in the midfield, and I figure some of those right backs as well can play centrally, and I'm more suited to a 3-5-2 formation. That's just kind of how I play, so I wanted to stick with that. But I definitely need to sell a bunch of right backs that we have, because a lot of them are just, I believe they signed like 3 in this summer transfer window, so we definitely need to get rid of a few in the January transfer window. But until now, they're just going to have to sit and waste away on the substitutes, because I want nothing to do with them. A lot of them have just poor stats. But like I said, this is the lineup we're rocking with. We have Emerson Hyndman actually in there. He's American, 18 years of age. He started the first 3 games for Fulham this season and actually did very, very well for him. But either way, he's going to be in my starting lineup because he does have a potential of around like 78, I think, but of course you can outgrow that. But these are the players we're going to be transfer listing and putting up for loan. A few old players, a few players we don't really need anymore. Kind of want to build more towards the youth side, and this is going to help us a lot, definitely. This is our short list. We got, let me count that, 7 players? Yeah, 7. We have 7 players on there. Usually my short lists are fairly big, but I decided let's actually make a short list short for once. And we don't really need strikers. I usually go for a lot of strikers. You know, usually you like to sign your own strikers. That's just kind of how you are in career mode. How most managers are. They like to bring in their own players, like to use their own players that they bring in. But we have a lot of good strikers. Moussa Dembele, sorry, that sounded weird. Hugo Rodallega, you got Ross McCormack, and you got what's his face, Adam Taggart as well. So those 4 players would probably be my starting rotation anyway. Probably looking to move on Rodallega. I did transfer list him, but McCormack, Dembele, and Taggart is not a bad striking rotation in my opinion as well. We also have some other younger guys in there that can fit in well, so it's not too bad for us, definitely. So I didn't need to bring in a new one of those. I like Taggart, I like Dembele, he's on my thumbnail, and I like McCormack as well. Of course, I did a Leeds United career mode. It's my first ever series on YouTube, was my Leeds United career mode in FIFA 14. And McCormack left after like 1 or 2 games, so I never even got to use him in FIFA 14, so I'm actually very excited to use him in FIFA 15. But as you can see, we went in for Kearney, and we're going to go in for Blanco now. They want £3.9 million. I forgot to change it to dollars, but it might actually help a lot of you that are watching this, because I'm pretty sure half of you are UK based and half of you aren't. But either way, it'll probably help you more. It was a little bit confusing at first because of course they are worth more, so it's just a little bit different to me, but I think it will work out well for us either way. I don't know what is going on with me right now, but either way, we just offer Rodallega for him, just a straight swap. We got more inquiries back. Paul Nardi was on loan, so I couldn't get him, but we got 3 other ones. Pogba here, Fiorentine Pogba, not Paul Pogba, and we're gonna offer but less, because you always want to offer less than what the inquiry says, because the inquiry is usually maybe double of what they're really worth and what they'll really take for them. They just want more money, and you do that when you get offers for players as well. I mean, whenever I get an offer, I usually jack up the price, see if they'll accept it, or at least bump up their offer a little bit, and it definitely works for both sides. They get more money, and I get more money, but either way, This is one of the guys that was in my career mode gems video, Paul George and Tep, and we're gonna go in for him, and we're also gonna go in for Yeni Ingbakoto. I have no idea, kind of messed up a bit. Ingbakoto, there we go. That's definitely right. Anyway, we added him. He wasn't on my shortlist originally, but it looked unlikely we were going to get Ntep, so I figured I'd go in for him as well because Ntep had just joined, even though he joined in January. But we went in for him anyway, and it looks like we can probably get Ntep, so we didn't really need to. It was just kind of a safety option for us as well. As you saw, I believe that was one where it said another player, yeah, another team sent a transfer offer, so we had to go in and offer 1.6 instead because another team offered 1.5, which is just ridiculous. I kind of don't like this new thing. It makes it more realistic, definitely, but it kind of seems like whenever you make a transfer offer, another team's like, oh, they made a transfer offer, let's go and hijack that deal, which is pretty dumb in my opinion. But either way, we sent another offer for Tom Kearney, and we get some other things back. As you can see, Pogba now is in talks with another club, so we're gonna have to jack up his deal a bit just to ensure that they accept our offer and not just theirs. So 1.6 for Pogba is definitely alright. It's not bad, but they said they only wanted 1.4, but we're gonna have to go up to 1.6, which is dumb. Jack Grealish, they didn't like the offer. They actually went up higher than what their inquiry was, which was stupid. So we just went 1.5. That was £200,000 less than what it was originally. So we just went straight for that because I couldn't be asked to just do a bidding war with Jack Grealish. He's a good player. He's going to be very, very good in the future, I think, in real life, and definitely in this game. He has a high potential. So we're going to also go back in for Ntep, offer £3 million in Rodallega, see what they say about that as well. Mets are interested in Rodallega, but they do want more money. £4.4 million and Rodallega is a lot of money. So we go $3.5 million and Rodallega, see if they'll accept that as well. Celta Vigo came back and said, we want 1.9 in Rodallega, which is just a joke. I really don't want to pay that much, so I just took off Rodallega because I think I can get him in a swap deal with another player, and I'll just offer straight £3 million for Ruben Blanco because we definitely need a new goalkeeper. I think the one that's in our starting 11 right now, who is 71 rated, is like, ooh, I think he's 38 years old, so we definitely need someone younger. Like I said, I want to make this team a bit of a youth movement, and having a 38-year-old keeper definitely doesn't help, so we need to go for someone younger. The only other goalkeeper we have is 60 rated, so not gonna even make our starting 11 on that one, so yeah, definitely not. But we get a few transfer offers accepted, so we just go straight into the contract offers. First one was Tom Kearney. This one is Pogba, sent him one as well. Jack Grealish, his offer was accepted, the £1.5 million deal, so we just sent him an offer right away. And then we get some things back. Again, you can see Ntep is unacceptable, and Ruben Blanco, his was actually accepted, so we can now offer him a contract, which is nice because I'm pretty sure out of anyone we need to be going for in our shortlist, he's definitely our #1 priority. Like our assistant manager said, we definitely do need a goalkeeper, so that will definitely help. But second in that list will probably be Ntep, in my opinion. Sorry, just because he's a great player. 73 overall, you'll actually find out later because I'm scouting him right now as this goes on. But 73 overall would be, what, second highest rated on my team behind Brian Ruiz, who I'm looking forward to selling. So it'll be interesting. But either way, you can see we get an offer accepted for Ingbakoto. I have no idea. I keep pronouncing his name wrong. Let's call him Yeni. We had our offer accepted, but he also got an offer accepted from Villarreal, so it was just basically his preference of where he wanted to go. And honestly, if I was him, would you rather go to a Division 2 team or a team that's going to be playing in the Champions League? You'd probably pick the Champions League team, so probably not going to get him, which is kind of sad. But either way, we got another contract offer in for Pogba because he didn't like the one he was sent previously because he likes living in France, even though he's not French, but I guess technically he's French if Pogba, his brother's French. He's Guinea, I think. That's where his nationality is in this game. Not entirely sure. I believe I show it later in this episode if I do manage to sign him, which is a bit of a spoiler, but either way, you would know that already considering the title of this video. But as you can see, Yeni decided to go to Villarreal over us, so it was over between him and I. And we're going to go back in for Entep now because we need to make a hard push considering we just lost Yeni, and we don't want another club coming in and taking Entep from us. So we're going to offer Parker. Not sure this is entirely realistic, and 6.75 million. Parker's old, we kind of don't really need him that much, and I'd like to build our central midfielders a little bit more instead of having him play and take up the young star spots in the starting 11. So Emerson Hyman can play there, and as well as we got David, so it would definitely help if he left, which is kind of sad. But now we got 3 offers accepted: Pogba, Grealish, and Kearney. We're going to go straight for Pogba because we definitely need a center back, considering I'm playing a 3 at the back formation now, and he would be a very good signing for us as well. We got a transfer offer for Brian Ruiz, £6.5 million. I thought, I at least want to get a little bit more than his value. That would be a good deal for us. But as you can see, here's Pogba. He can play CDM, 23 years old, 6'2", on his height, got 3-star weak foot as well, 72 aggression, I believe that says. I can't really read it right now, but he's got a lot of green stats, a lot of good, well-rounded stats as well. He's got like 76 shot power, so that's freaking nice. As well, we finally get Entep's offer accepted, so he's going to be joining our club if he accepts the contract offer. Hopefully he does, and we get another contract offer accepted from Felix Kroos, which is very, very nice. We definitely need him into the club, especially with Parker gone. Hopefully, if Parker's gone and when Entep's deal is accepted, hopefully. So we're going to reject Kearney and take in Kroos because I'd rather have Kroos, mainly because he's more defensive-minded. Kearney's more attacking-minded. We don't really need any attacking midfielders. We need more defensive midfielders, definitely. We can't afford Grealish, but I'd rather make sure I have enough money to sign Blanco and Entep before I go all out for him. But we do have that pending offer with Brian Ruiz, you have to remember. So it's basically, if Ruiz is gone, we can bring in Grealish. But either way, here is Kroos. He looks very, very, very well-rounded, except for his finishing and his crossing. That's basically his only downside. And look at that, he can play center back as well. Basically, I can switch him and Fiorentine Pogba whenever I need to. I believe in last year's FIFA, Kroos was actually set as a center back, so it does definitely make sense. And here's Blanco as well. He's a decent keeper, 68 overall. He's only 3 overall points behind our previous keeper, but he'll get the starting job just because he's 18, I believe, or 18 or 17, so he'll definitely be in there. As well, Southampton offered the same thing. They didn't like my 7.5 counter offer, so we just said, you know what, F it. I'll take the money so I can make sure I get Entep and Grealish. And as well, Entep decided he doesn't like the offer we gave him, so we're going to have to offer him £32,000 instead of the 25, as well as a 20% bonus. And as you can see, Brandon Ruiz is on his way to Southampton. Good for him. At least he's playing in the Premier League. And Entep is going to be joining our club as his replacement, his young replacement, 21 years of age. 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, 5'11". He can play on both wings, medium work rates. He is right-footed, so I'm going to be playing him on the left wing. And I'm going to be playing Pat Roberts on the right wing, the wonder kid for Fulham, who's 17 years old. So ridiculous. And he's left-footed, so they're going to be able to cut in and use their strong foot, which is very, very nice. 82 dribbling for Entep is just going to be amazing. As well, we get an offer for our center back, Amor Bieta, and we actually sent a counter offer before. I didn't show it, but we sent a counter offer. They didn't like it, so I just said, at least I'm getting my value, so I went up by 100,000, which was just stupid. I just wanted extra money from them, just kind of a bit of an FU to them. As well, we Trotta left the club for £500,000, I believe it was, and Morbieta is on his way out as well. They're working on a deal with him. And Grealish, we can finally bring him in now that Brian Ruiz is gone. We actually had to send him a new contract because he was unhappy, I guess, or he gained an overall point. There we go. He's 66 overall, so I guess that kind of made him think that he was all that. So we actually had to make him an important first-team player, which he actually is going to be. I forgot that he could play Cam, so I'm actually going to play him there since he is higher rated than David. David's going to be on the bench. But this is our starting 11 going into the end of this episode. So if you guys have any suggestions, I believe I have about 4.5 million pounds left and around 40k on the wage budget. So if you have any suggestions, please leave them for me down below. Probably a center back is what I need the most. But either way, this is definitely gonna be my starting 11 as of right now. Tagger actually scored a hat trick in one of the friendlies, which is pretty good. So looking at this guy, Oh my gosh, this guy looks like a complete legend. The guy that was playing left mid for him, oh my gosh, 69 overall. Just look at all those stats. That is just ridiculous. He's going to be amazing. Definitely going to be using him a lot. Wasn't thinking I was going to be using any of their left backs or right backs, but he just looks ridiculous. There's the bench players as well on the reserves, looking to loan out a few of them. A few of them are on their way out already, but either way, this will be the end of the episode. Like I said, leave some suggestions for me. I will get that done today and get the video out tomorrow for you guys. But either way, like I said, this is the end of the episode. I will see you guys next time for another video of my Fulham career mode in FIFA 15. Sounds so nice to say. Have a nice day. I'm out.